Hello YouTube, it's Ryan here with Hobbies and Man. Once again, and today we're going to be doing another Kaiju number 8 chapter review. Today we're going to be looking at chapter 70. Can you guys believe that it's been 70 chapters already? I can't. It's been a long time, but it doesn't feel that long either. I feel like, the series has been going on for a few months, but it actually has been going on for like 2 years at this point. So really awesome stuff. So let's get into it. In terms of news, I don't really have any, although I'm pretty sure there seems to be some sort of online store set up for Kaiju number 8. I saw it on the Kaiju number 8 Twitter, and I'm not exactly sure what it was about. I didn't follow through with it because I didn't really find it interesting, but for those that might care, I think there is some sort of online Kaiju number 8 store somewhere on the internet. I would recommend you guys check out the mangaka's Twitter and the Kaiju number 8 official Twitter account as well. I think there's also an English Twitter account for Kaiju number 8, but I'm not exactly sure. So that's it for the news. In terms of a recap, we basically saw that in chapter 69, Kafka and Mina interacted. They had lunch together, and they weren't really sitting together, but they were sitting near each other, and they used this time to communicate some things about their youth and to tell us a little bit more backstory about the relationship that they had, while also kind of reaffirming their individual resolves very well. And I really liked it. I thought it was a great interaction. Then we also got to see that Shinomiya and Narumi were training they were training with their number suits, and so they were basically developing their skills. I'm guessing Shinomiya is probably going to be a pretty high level character here after the end of this chapter. So yeah, other than that, I don't think we saw anything very important besides that, other than the initial attack from the Kaiju that was the brain ballerina girl, which looked pretty interesting. So let's just jump into the review and discussion for this chapter. Chapter 70 has 23 pages, and they were very full 23 pages. So we actually start at the wedding of a character. Now this doesn't really make sense. We are not sure who this character is initially, but it turns out that it's the daughter of a guy that works at Kaiju Disposal. And if I remember correctly, this guy happens to be Kafka's old boss from the very beginning of the series. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is Kafka's old boss. I'm not exactly sure, but that's kind of the vibe I got, and I didn't double check, but I really should have. And so he's kind of nervous. She messes with him. She seems to be a formal delinquent, at least that's what it says. It says she was a former delinquent, and he walks her down the aisle, and as they're approaching the groom, a giant kaiju comes up behind them and attacks the building where they're having their reception. And so a kaiju attack ensues. And we cut to the emergency call center and see that it's been overwhelmed. There's way too many kaiju attacks all over Japan, and the call center is not able to respond to any of these calls in a timely manner. The JDF has to be deployed all over Japan, and they're really not able to do that. So what the heck is going to happen, right? We get to see that there's these frog kaiju that appear from under some train tracks. We get to see some mole kaiju that are just kind of walking down the mountainside, I guess. And we get to see these locust kaiju that are coming down power lines. And all of these designs are really, really cool looking. So we get back to the wedding, which is in kind of evacuation mode. Everyone's trying to leave. The dad is trying to tell the groom, I think, to not leave his daughter behind, even though everyone's just kind of running for their lives. Eventually, the kaiju focuses on this girl, on this chick that's having her wedding. We'll call her the bride for ease of communication. And her dad tries to save her by kind of doing like a Jurassic Park kind of luring thing. Like, what was his name? The Grant, I think his name was Grant. The old guy, he lights, or was it Goldblum's character? I can't remember, but in Jurassic Park, they do the thing where they light the flare and they try to get the attention of the T-Rex. Well, the dad does the same thing here. He bites his arm enough to draw blood, which I'm pretty sure is actually pretty difficult because you have to overcome your body's natural instinct to not do that. And so he eventually does this, and then he uses his blood to try to lure the kaiju. But it decides to actually go for the easy target first regardless. And I think it grabs her gently in his mouth and tosses her. And as he's about to bite her, Narumi shows up, cuts the kaiju in a bunch of pieces, and he arrives in the nick of time. And it's very unclear if she's alive or not. I mean, she probably is, because otherwise Narumi wouldn't have attacked until after she was dead. So I'm guessing she's probably going to be alive, if a little bit banged up. But it's very unclear. It actually isn't, like, I can't really tell if she got cut in half, if she was bitten and is bleeding, or if she broke her bones when she fell on the ground. I can't tell at all, and it's very unclear. Eventually, Narumi does the thing where he pulls his hair back and he powers up into serious mode, and then he talks to Minya for a bit, and then they have a cool scene where it's just like the JDF has to roll out everywhere, and it's very exciting, and it ended very nicely. I'm very happy with this chapter. I'm very excited to see what happens, and honestly, I'm just super hyped for the next chapter. So yeah, that's all there is to say about chapter 70. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys later.